Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for welcome to the Alosh Review. We have a channel on YouTube where we feature business owners and change makers, people who are doing really great things in society, and we try to highlight them. Uh, Last week we had a young entrepreneur who started an app that dealt with people helping family with savings. It's called My Susu, and he's doing a really amazing things, getting to kind of give people the opportunity to be able to save money and especially this tough pandemic time. So today we have a guest who is a pioneer in image. He's done a lot of amazing videographic and pictures for so many people, including myself. He was our video and photographer for our wedding, and he is going to talk about his journey, how he got into it, and how he became a very well-known and successful photographer in the U.S. Maxime will kind of give us his background, his history, and how he get to where he is now. But first, I want to ask you to go to our YouTube channel and click like and subscribe and share, because we have a lot of amazing interviews coming through the pipeline. But we don't want you to miss it. We want you to be on point. We want you to get everything. And this is kind of highlighting people who are doing really amazing things. Like Maxine, you're going to hear from him tonight. We feature entrepreneurs, young men who are not just looking to change the environment; they're looking to change lives and change, what's going on in the world. The next interview that we have this week, which I'm just kind of giving you a hint, it's about a professor, an entrepreneur, and a cryptocurrency investor who is going to talk about crypto investment and how you can take advantage of that. But I don't want to give you all the hints, but just tonight we have a guest. His name is Maxin Jokan. He is the founder and CEO of Maxin Photographic and Video Production. And you're going to hear from him tonight. Just stay tuned, and Maxin's going to introduce himself. Maxin, introduce yourself.
First of all, I want to thank you for getting me up here tonight to say a few words to my people and to you as well. Thank you for the opportunity you gave it to me. I'm Maxin Jokan. I'm from Liberia. I'm a Liberian, but I grew up in Ghana. When the war broke out in 1990, we fled to Ivory Coast. I spent like 2 years in Ivory Coast, and I went to Ghana. That's where I grew up. That's where I went to school, Budusek, and everything. So, and I was a soccer player. I'm a very good soccer player. I play number 11. That's my wing. That's what I do. I play on the left side. So, I play for my school team. I play for the camp honor 20. I play for some other club, like little club on the camp there, the village team and others, small club. So people that know me, they know that I used to play soccer. So one day we went to practice. In the morning I take my boots, I went to practice, and then the coach was Jodafi Davis. He used to work with ROM on the camp there, helping people to get to the airport to come to America. For those of you that know Jodafi, he's still in Liberia. He helped a lot of Liberians to come to America. So he was my coach. He was my soccer coach. So one morning I went to practice, and then I went late. So I didn't start the game. I was on the bench. And then while on the bench, I heard a voice. Yeah, I heard a voice say, "This is not what you need to be doing. Go and start business." The voice came straight to me. I don't know who said it to me. I think it was God that said this to me, because when that voice came, I look around me. There's no one around me. Like, you know, I like, but who just spoke to me? So for that moment, I take my boots. I get to one of my friends. I say, "My man, this is for you for now. I'm going home." So I went home. I started thinking about it. I said, "Oh, what can I do? The voice I should do sometimes to do business, but what can I do? What kind of business can I do?" And the working was very hard. You know, people don't working. People depend on people in America to support them, to feed them. So I know I was just thinking what to do, really. So something got into my spirit, said, "But you can do photography." And I said, "But I didn't have the backing. I didn't go to school for it. I don't know how to do it. So how can I do it?" And the thing keep on telling me, just do it. Just do it. So I said, okay. You know, sometimes it's good to obey. Yeah, it's good to obey. The Bible says that obedience is better than sacrifice. Sometimes if you obey, it turn out good for you. If you disobey, it's not good. So I obeyed the voice and I went to Accra, Ghana capital city for Accra. I went to Accra. I don't even have money like that day. So I think our sister sent her some food money, and I used to keep it and then give it to my sister every morning, you know, for them to buy food in the market. So I left with $100 that day. So I used the $100. I went to Accra and I bought one pack of film, one small camera called Yashica, and 2 batteries. And that was it. Plus my transportation, everything in at $100. So I used all the money. I bought all this stuff. I came home and I started doing pictures. Nobody knew me. We got all the top guys on the camp. We got Bob Cooper. We got what other guy name? Benjamin Jonah. He's in Minnesota now. We got so many top guys on the camp that were way ahead of me. Nobody knew me. I was like kind of a little boy too. You know, for those of you that have been following me on Facebook, I posted a way back picture, and you guys saw me holding small camera on my neck and all that stuff. So I bought a small camera. I was going around, or sometimes people having party, I would go there, take their pictures, and then go print it out. I was even collecting money because I was like still selling myself. There for people to know me. So that I'll do some free pictures and then go out, print it out, come by on the account, distribute it. Some people, if I like it, they pay me. Some people, they don't want to pay, and you know, I call it a day. Because in life, if you want to get somewhere, you need to do some sacrifice. If you can't sacrifice, you don't get there anywhere in life.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we are very much going to unpack out of that. I think it's a very interesting journey. So you started at a very tender age, where you the voice came to you and said, "This is not what you're doing. You know, this is what you're meant to do, but focus on what you're doing," which is from a very tender age, and you got to this far. So what is at that time, you say you weren't getting paid from anyone. You just starting up and taking pictures of people. But what is the what drove you? What continued to motivate you to do free things especially at a young as a young man? You said you started very young, and the community where you were living. It was things were very hard. How did you sustain that that energy and motivation to continue pushing yourself and developing yourself more as as a photographer?
What drove me mostly, and I continue to push myself daily, was that I told myself I become a great man in the future. And I told myself that I will come to the country called America one day. Okay? So I have that motivation, I have that in my head. that one day, right now, nobody know me, but some days people will know me. My name will be in people's mouth. Nations will know me. That was my dream. So I continue to push myself. As I was doing it, some pay me, some didn't pay me, but I continue to persevere.
So when was your first breaking point? When was the time where I don't know, maybe it was a wedding that you did for someone, or was it just a particular picture that you took and somebody saw it and said, wow, this young man has a clear eye for image? When's the moment? When was your the moment that caught people's attention and say, hey, I think this young man has something?
The moment was Christmas Day and New Year Day on account is crazy. People send money for America, yeah, family, and the people do celebration. People go on the beaches. People have a lot of fun. So I use that means to get a little popularity. So it was Christmas Day, and then the next day they call it Boxing Day in Ghana. So people go on the beach called Labadi Beach. They got a lot of beaches in Ghana, but Labadi Beach is a more famous beach in Accra, where a lot of Liberians go, even Ghanaians. So they have the beach party going on, organized by Joker Robert. He's in America here now. So they need to sell tickets, and then I bought my ticket and I went with them. And I took a lot of pictures to the beach. And those pictures I took, I went across, I printed them, I brought them home, and I distributed them. And people start loving those pictures. People start seeing my pictures. Oh, I love the picture, and they start giving money for those pictures. So, and then I start getting the motivation. I said, but people are liking my pictures now. So let me go forward. Let me persevere. Let me press on and do more. For people to love my pictures more. So after that happened, and then I start going to the church. I have the church right in front of my house called Krita Church in Area A in Ghana. So I go to church. After church, people come outside and I take their pictures again. On Sunday, what can happen? People dressing in nice clothes and they want to take pictures. So what I used to do is that after service, they have a lot of churches in the camp. They got Catholic Church, they got Krita, they got a lot of churches. So I will go from church to church, taking full picture after service. And then the next day, which is on Monday, in the morning, I'll go to Accra, print the pictures, come back on the camp, distribute them. And the people start loving my pictures more and more.
Yeah.
So I start pushing myself more and more. And that's how I start getting famous on the camp.
Okay. So when did you move to the US?
I moved here, I came here 2005.
Okay, so
I came here 2005.
let's kind of step back a little bit. So you were in Ghana, and did you end up eventually having a studio? Because you said you were more of a guy who goes around and take pictures and print them out and distribute them to people. Did you end up getting to a point where you said, okay, I think I have gotten the popularity that I needed. I need to set up a studio. Did you have anything like that going, or?
Oh yeah, I have my photo studio on the camp.
Okay.
So when that was going on, and then I decided to build a studio now because I was getting a lot of customers now. And some people want to take pictures in the studio on the background. Some people want pastors have pictures for their DVs, for their immigration purposes. So purposes they use those photos to send it to America to their family members to see. So they use those photos purposely for that means. So that's why they always take pictures. So I decided to build a little studio in front of Krita Church. That's my house right in front of Krita Church. The house, if you see it, it's like a reservoir house. All the camp was suffering. So I managed to live in there, and I built a little studio in front of it, just a starter, just a starting point, you know. So, and the person I built that studio called George Anderson. He's my best friend. He's in America here right now too. So George built little, like a Porsche, little Porsche. So he built a little Porsche. I hang some background up, and I start doing small pictures over there after church. As I said, people will come and quit that church and come right over there, and I'll take that picture in the studio. So as morning start coming in a little bit, I start expanding the studio. So first it was small, and then as morning start coming, I extended it. I built that studio 4 times. It was extended 4 different times. Yeah. So that's how I built the studio bit by bit, bit by bit. And then after the studio got built, I bought my bicycle. Now I used to go around walking to people's houses. Now I'm rallying back now. These are beautiful pictures. So that's how the business started growing. And how people start to know me, Maxin. That's how my name started growing. People start believing in my production. And then I can remember my first wedding was a lady that came from the United States here. She couldn't get married on account to her husband, and they hired me, and I did that wedding for them. They were very happy with those pictures as well. So after that wedding, I gained more popularity as well. People start to know me again, and more people start calling me. On account, we used to have those BB phones back in the days in Ghana. So sometimes people will call you. Sometimes you call them. Oh, do you need anything today? Just like that. So that's how things were going. And my studio, one of the best studio in the camp, Maxin Studio in Rhode. For those of you that been on the camp, right here in the opposite Quida Church, called a Maxin Photo Studio, one of the best studio on the camp.
So how long did it take you from being, a young man who realized that his vision or his dream is in photography, from that period to your first wedding? How long was it? A year, a few months, or 2, 3
From that period to my first wedding, it took like 2 years actually.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I started the whole business around in the year 2000. We came to the US in 2005. So I started taking pictures in the year 2000. So, and I got a wedding contract, I think in 2003. If I still remember, it's 2003. So then I got a wedding contract for the US. The lady came down after those pictures. I gave it to them. Back then, we never used to do those album and things. We just print out the pictures and give it to them, just like that. Because we don't have the equipment to do all these things. So that's what I did. Give it to them. Then I said do that own thing with all the negatives and everything. You give it to the people. That's how we do it.
So when you said you moved to the US in 2005, when you moved to the US, did you directly go into your career? Things you've been doing back as an image guy. Did you come directly and start to pursue that, or what's the backstory?
Yeah, when I came in 2005, first I was in living in Rhode Island here. I was in when I look around the whole terrain, I didn't like the place. I don't like Philadelphia. So I told my sister here to come get me from Philly. So I spent like 2 months in Philadelphia working.
Oh, it seems like we're having.
So when I moved to Rhode Island, I know. I started while doing that, in Rhode Island here, who I am. I told him my vision, my dream, and what I used to do back in Ghana. He said, "Boy, I can help you, and I can help you, advance yourself. Because here we use digital camera. We don't use those film camera here. And I didn't know how to use those digital camera because we used to use those camera that use film in Ghana. So he walked me through the process, how to use those, those cameras. And I used to pay him. He used to charge me, I think, $25 per hour for teaching me. So I don't mind because I want to learn. So I decided to pay. So I pay him and he teach me very well. I know how to change your lens and how to change your camera aperture, and when the sun is hot, when water is cool, and what all to do to make a picture looks good. He teach me all those little stuff. So when after that, I know about the camera now. I still want to know more about the camera, so I decided to go to school. I went to Massachusetts. There's a school there called Tri-County. They do a lot of work over there. They do photography, they do video, they do a lot of stuff over there. They even do nurses there. So I told the guy what I want to learn. And I get another teaching there again about how to use a camera. And I even have a certificate for that over there. So that's what I did.
Okay. So when did you start your business? The Maxin photography and video production. When did you start that in Rhode Island?
I would say I started in 2013.
Okay.
Yeah, 2013.
So what was it like? I mean, when you first started, when you first started, you established yourself in Ghana, and then you moved to the U.S. and kind of learn a little bit about, from the transition from analog to digital. What was it like starting a business or kind of getting yourself known in Rhode Island, and starting starting the business from where you are? What's the business environment when you first started?
When I first started, it was kind of tough again. And, especially when people here who already in the business before you, those top guys. It's the same way here again. I say, like, I'm gonna start all over again, trying to sell myself again, So it was not easy. It was tough. It was the beginning was tough. I don't want to lie to you. I used to have some contracts, and people would come and say, "No, I'll change my mind. I don't want to go here anymore because they don't trust me." In America here, before you get anybody a contract, you need to trust them. You need to see their work. So, and I didn't have anything to show to people. I don't know. I don't have the equipment yet. So the camera I bought from Lee, although it was kind of good, but I didn't do anybody work to really show to my customer who coming to me that this is what I did. So like nobody will hire me to do some stuff because they didn't know me yet. So one day, a friend of mine called Achi, he must say the same charge, Achi Dakina. So he was in the business as well. He and his friend called Jay McCall. So they have a wedding, and then I told them what I can do, and they said, "Oh, but can't join us?" So I said, "Well, this is my opportunity." So so I was so happy, and I did a wedding with them, and I did very good. They even paid me. I wasn't even expecting pay, but they paid me something. So I said, "Oh, really?" So for that wedding, I started building confidence. I started building confidence, and then those pictures I give it to them, but I download some in my computer. So as people come, I just also show those pictures to them. Oh, this is what I do. This is my work. So based on that, and I start gaining a little trust here and there, here and there, here and there. So
Okay. So yeah, I mean this is quite
you know, in the business, as the trust to give you more work, you build your own confidence up too. The way I stepped up to the place and I start doing a lot of research, I know how to enhance put pictures, how to make it better, and how to edit in all that stuff. I start getting to it.
okay. Yeah, I mean it's every a journey of an entrepreneur starts very humbly, and then you start to build that confidence, and and it's hard to come. You establish yourself in Ghana and moving here to the US. Got to start all over again and start to figure out a different terrain. It's quite challenging, but so what motivated you? What kept you on? As many immigrants come to the U.S. and face a challenge of starting a business. Because you come to a new home and you're trying to start a business that you're doing back home. And as you know, there are a lot of people who maybe they have a profession back home in their home country, or especially somewhere in Africa, and they come to the U.S. They completely abandon that profession because of whatever means, but they abandon that very entrepreneurial spirit they had back home, having their own business. When they come to the U.S. and start to become an employee, of somebody else. What makes you to break that cycle? What motivated you to break that cycle?
All right. What motivated me mostly to break that cycle was Michael Jordan, right? So who is this guy that people buy his clothes, people buy his sneakers? So he should be special. He should be somebody who know what he did during his time playing basketball. He did it well. He put his hands together and he executed his career. And he went through it and he came out very well. And today people are buying Michael Jordan sneakers, his clothes, it's the number one market. So I said, I want to be like this guy tomorrow. I'm going to get my own hat. I'm going to get my own sneakers. I'm going to get my own clothing as well. If Michael Jordan can do it, Maxin can do it. So, and I start pushing myself more. I start pushing myself more. I start progressing. I took my opportunity and I ran with it. And I started getting big. I took business card, going to each restaurant, leaving my business card there, print more wallpaper, flyers, and putting it all around the place. Selling myself out there for people to see and know who I am and what I can do. And I start printing my hats. That's how I went right now. That's my M photo hat.
Yeah, I see that, and I encourage the viewers to go and and maybe where can you find those hats? If they're interested in getting a hat from Maxin Studio.
Right now, I will let you know shortly. Right now, we got hat, we got T-shirt, we got pen, and we got pillows over there. It's a big business right now. We got a lot of things. Anything you need, we got it. You want T-shirt, you want hat, you want whatever you need, we got it. So because of that, I don't wear any more Michael Jordan hat. I wear my own hat now. I don't need to wear Michael Jordan hat. And it will come a time people will wear my hat will be in the store. People will purchase my hat as well. They see where they can purchase Michael Jordan sneakers and hat. I see where people will purchase my hat, my clothing, and my sneakers too.
There's yeah, the- there's an employee mindset, and there's a entrepreneurial mindset, a business owner mindset. Uh, so how, because like I mentioned before, there is an issue, or let's say a challenge that some African immigrants face. Let's say somebody's a tailor back home in a country. They do very good designs. They have that mind. They have a very successful tailoring shop back in the country, very famous. And then they come to the US and completely abandon that career or profession and start to become an employee and start to work for somebody else. So what is it? What can you tell someone who maybe watching this from some part of the world or anywhere else and say, I want to go to the U.S. But as circumstances change and people start to fall into things they find themselves in, and then you having to break that cycle. What can you tell somebody now who is maybe thinking about starting their own business? They were maybe or carpenter back home in their home country, and then come to the US, want to start that very same thing, but don't know how to go about it. And you've already broken the cycle. How can you? What advice are you willing to give that person?
First of all, as you said, there are a lot of people that came to the country, and what they used to do before coming here, they came here and turned their back altogether and start doing different things. Whatever we do in the world, do it with passion. If I go to bed right now, I'm thinking about what to do next to make my videos and pictures more classic. That's my dream. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what in my head. But I say, what can you do to be more progressive out there for people to really see your work? What extra thing can you do? So for those of you that come from Africa or out of the world, some of you are nurses, some of you are mechanic, some of you are footballer. When you come into the country, don't dash your dream down and start following the 8 hours. Pursue your dream. It might be hard. The starting may be hard. I went through it. Ain't no easy beginning. It's hard. You won't get customer. Nobody know you. All right. It came a time I needed to quit. I said, I can't do this because nobody know me. I don't get the contract. So wow. And the material we use is expensive. One of my camera is $4,000 to $5,000. All right. I invest the money and I'm not getting money back.
Oh, it seems that we have a technical issue. Maxin, can you hear me?
That's who you are. So for those of you that you came to the country and you are a nurse, pursue that dream. That's who you are. Don't put it down and start following group home. Pursue it. The starting may be hard, but you shall get there. It takes perseverance and vision and commitment. Sometimes you may not even have food to eat, but you're still going to push yourself there. Know that one day it shall be well. So don't bury your dream. Don't put your dream on the bus because of 8 hours. Pursue your dream. It might be hard, as I said. I went through it. I know how it is. Sometimes you feel like quitting. You don't want to do it anymore. You just want to work for 8 hours. You can when you relax, you lay down, you sleep, in the morning you go. That's your routine. Right now, that's not my routine. Right now, if I want to go to work tonight, I'll go. If I don't want to go to work for the whole month, I won't go to work. I control my own hours because I have my own business, and my business is registered with the state. with IRS. I got my tax ID. I pay taxes. It's very, very legal. The government know me. They know Maxin Photography LLC and video production. I got everything together. I'm not in Haiti. That's why I travel all over the US. And this summer I come, you guys will see me flying everywhere. We're traveling every state. We got a lot of wedding coming out this summer. We'll be in Iowa, we'll be in Philadelphia, we'll be in New Jersey, New York, Poland, Oregon.
Okay, it seems that we have a little bit of technical issue here. I keep swapping.
Georgia.
Okay. Maxine, it seems like the line dropped. For some reason, we had a disconnect. But yeah, you were saying how much you travel extensively to do your business. So what are some of the challenges you face in terms of the business environment in Rhode Island, and maybe having an employee and trying to settle some of these things? What are some of the challenges you face?
Actually, the challenges I face is the traveling challenges right now, especially of what's going on right now. We are in COVID season. Sometimes you have contract right now, and somebody will say, "Oh, due to XYZ, the program is canceled." And I don't blame those people because we are in a pandemic. It's a worldwide pandemic. So that's what's been going on. This is the challenge I've been facing the few times when the COVID hit. I got a lot of cancellation because the state regulation says some states say they want 15 people in the house, sometimes 20 people, 25, and they don't want that. They want over 100 people. So, there were a lot of cancellation due to the pandemic. So this is a challenge I've been facing. It's not been easy, it's been tough. So we've been like a rescheduling right now, people. So all the wedding I'm supposed to do last year, 2020, everything have been pushed to 2021. So those group that getting married in 2021 now I'm kind of overbooking. I'm overbooking right now. That's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to schedule people. So it's been very tough for me. Don't be frank. It's been very, very tough because like in 1 month, like July, I've been doing like 4 weddings in July, that whole week of July. All the weekend in July doing wedding all because that's why it is. People just overbooking because those that from 2020 joined the 2021 group. So it's been very crazy. But I have a team.
It seems to be good.
Just me now. I have a team.
It seems to be good for business, eh? Are you still here, Maxine? Oh, we lost him again. Yeah, no, I was saying, I said it seems to be good for business.
Oh yeah, it's good. Right now, I can say it's good. It's very good for me. I'm happy. Right now, no bad day. I'm one of the happiest on earth right now because I got business. I got a lot of gig on hand. I have a lace here. It's very long. I got people lace here. We get like I think 15 weddings to do for this summer. So we're gonna be very busy. And I have a team that working with me. It's not just me. I put together a very good team. I got white people working with me. I got black people. I got Spanish people. I got South African. I got a lot of professional people that working with me right now. I hire a lot of people that are working with me to enhance their work.
Okay, that's very good. So I mean, let's get your advice. I know you've given some advice, some pieces of advice, but I want to kind of you know get maybe more advice from you to a young person. Let's say a very young person who is looking to maybe be a Maxin someday. Be start his own business, and maybe he may not be here, maybe in Africa or somewhere part of the world, and is looking to go into business, be his own boss, be his own run his own business. What would be your advice to that person?
All right, my advice to that person would be vigilant. You gotta persevere. Don't lose hope. Every time it won't be bread and butter. Sometimes it will be tough, but that doesn't mean you should give up. Hang in there and push forward. That's the rule of the game. Don't quit. Hang in there and push forward. Like example, what happened to me in 2020? It was a tough year for me. I didn't do any business because when the pandemic hit, all my wedding got canceled. Every wedding got canceled. I didn't do nothing. I only did a few, like yours in Atlanta, Georgia, invitational and all of that. Some people don't want it. Some people want everyone to be to their wedding. So they end up canceling their wedding. So it's been very tough for me. Tough year, 2020. I didn't do no wedding at all. I just did small and that was it. So, and my equipment I have here, they cost a lot of money. They're expensive. So as you buy equipment and you're not getting anything out of it, it's frustrating, But I would say to young guy, don't quit. Whatever the situation is, hang in there and push yourself forward. You shall reach your destiny one day.
All right. Thanks so much for your time.
Now,
yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I can say I have my own brand right now. I have my photography hack. I got my t-shirt. Right now I'm working on my sneakers. Very soon my sneakers will be coming out. People will be wearing my sneakers. Because I told myself I'm not wearing anybody brand. I'm not wearing no Nike brand. I'm wearing Michael Jordan brand. I wear Maxin brand. Myself, I want my own brand. Because those guys, they are human beings like you and me, right? They are not special. But because they use their brain, right? They use their five senses. So you and me are buying their clothing. And we all have five senses. They got five, you got five, I got five. They put their senses to use. How about you? You can put yours to use. We all keep in this earth with a gift. God give everybody a gift. We all have a gift. There's something in you that you can do. But you can wake yourself up. You can wake it up. You can wake that spirit up. If you sit down there, it won't wake up. You will die with it. And you regret for the rest of your life why you didn't wake up your spirit. Wake it up. There's something you can do. It might not be like me, it might not be photographer like me or videographer. There are other things you can do. If you open your own shop, you can sell dry goods, you can sell clothes. You can open meat shop, you can sell meat. You can sell cell phones. You can sell bed sheet. You can sell couch. There are a lot of things you can do with your life. You have the mindset. Tell yourself you can do it. If you're a nurse, if you are a LPN, Push yourself to RN. Keep pushing. After RN, if you feel you want to go forward, go for the director. You can't stop. Keep moving. That's the rule of the game. Keep moving. Because why? I was only doing pictures. I was not doing video. So one morning I woke up and I asked myself, I said, Maxin, in case you don't have video work or pictures work, what next can you do? In case there's no picture work tonight or today or tomorrow or days to come, and nobody hire you to do pictures, and besides you going to do 8 hours, what else can you do? I asked myself those questions. And something told me, you can become a professional videographer as well. And I said, really? And it told me, yes, you can do it. And I asked that thing, I said, but I don't have the tools. I don't have the background. I didn't go to school for it. I don't know how to do it. How can I do it? And the teacher keep on speaking to me. He said, just buy it. Just buy the camera and you'll know it. And I bought it. And today what happened? I'm like, what? Number one, in my city here in Rhode Island, if anybody getting married here, they call Maxin first. If I'm broke, then they call the other picking away, where you at? But if they were looking for high definition, and they're looking for good work, they call Maxin. Unless they're looking for good work, but when they're looking for quality work, they call Maxin first. If Maxin is broke, then they go and call the other guys. But everyone that getting married in the area, they're having birthday party, whatever they're having, they call M Photos first. Because our motto is clear. Quality first. Quality is our recipe. We don't joke with quality. As you can see, your photo booth there for your wedding. How beautiful it is.
Yeah, they're very nice. I like them. You know, my wife, she really loves them. They're really nice, and it was fantastically done.
We create your story. We tell your story in the book. We place those pictures in the book. How the program started. We can't take hotel picture and put it in the last, and take other picture and put it in the front. No, we go by step by step, how the program happening. That's how we do it. That's what we call quality first. From the hotel to the church, from the church to the park, from the park to the hall, then the albums. It just close all right there. That's how we do it. We don't jump. That's not how you do it. We create your story. Because wedding is like a fairy tale. You're telling a story what happens. That's why if you watch your videos, that way you will see the same thing. The video will start from the hotel to the church, from the church to the park, from the park to the hall. Then the video ends to the hall. It don't jump and enter the hotel, right? Because why? It didn't start from the reception. It started from the hotel.
Yeah. So let's kind of give some information to our viewers who are watching this and want to know about you. And I know we kind of went through your background and everything. If somebody's looking to have a wedding or maybe a birthday parties, or maybe have a birthday party, or maybe a graduation ceremony, or any event that is meaningful in their life, how do they get in touch with you? How do they contact you? Or maybe we'll try to put that in the description, to give them a sense of who you are. And do you have a website for your company, for your
Yes, I have a website. Is www.maxinphotos.com. You'll find me there. And you can also find me on Facebook, Maxin Jokan. And my Facebook page is Maxin Photography as well. And also on Instagram. You'll find me on Instagram. We are all over the social media platform. So there's nowhere you will go, you will not find us. You can find us mostly on Facebook, 24/7. I do all my advertisement on Facebook, my wedding video, my pictures, everything on Facebook. So you can find me on Facebook anytime, anywhere. They put there Maxin Jokan. That's all you need. Maxin Jokan, and you'll find me.
Okay.
If you're looking for buy any of my product, my hat, my t-shirt, and everything, they're not expensive. Those hats is $20. The t-shirts, the same price, $20. Very cheap,
Okay.
not
Yeah.
expensive.
I mean, it's been truly a pleasure getting to understand your business and getting to. I'm sure our viewers are quite motivated with this, with your word and your challenges and some of the things that you've done, starting at a tender age and getting this far. It's been quite a journey, of course, but at least you've given our viewers something to think about. Uh, like you mentioned, there are many immigrants who move to the U.S. have a career back home, maybe in design or photography or even mechanic, but they come to the U.S. and fall into the trap of being an employee, and then they completely abandon their entrepreneurial spirit that they had. And you seem to have broken that circle, and you've given advice to our viewers or anybody out there who is interested to pursue their dream, not letting their dream die, because they move to a different place, not letting their dream die in the US, but to continue that spirit. And you've said a lot of things that are quite interesting. And what would be your last word to our viewers? What's the last thing you want to say before we can close up this interview?
Oh, my last word to the viewers is that again, I'm Maxin Jokan. I'm one of you. I'm your brother, I'm your friend, and whatever you can call me, all the good names. I can do it, you can do it. Don't let your dream die. God give, everyone give. Don't go in the grave with your dream. If you, whatever you are, follow your dream. Working for yourself is more reliable, less stress. You have more time with your wife, with your family, because what you control your own hours. You are not on anyone's time. Let's see, right now I'm home. I'm not on nobody's time. I'm on my own time. After the interview, I'm going on a computer to do some editing for the photo that I did today in the park. I do some wedding. I got to do the pre-wedding photo shoot. After here, I'm going to finish up. Tomorrow, if I want to go to work, I also employ. I work for people as well. We all do. But I control my own hours. I tell them how and when I want to go to work because I control my own business. So working for yourself in the country is less stressful and you put more money in your pocket. So for those of you that are watching the video tonight, stay focused. Don't bury your dream. Follow your dream and put in more time. And the last word is perseverance and passion. Get passion for what you do. Love what you do. No matter what kind of job it is. You might be a nurse. Love what you do as a nurse. Love how to take care of people, sick people, people who can help themselves. Love to do it. That's your calling. If you're a photographer like me, put in more time and do some good work. Go to back and think about how different you can do than other people to be creative more. That's what you should be doing. If you're a pastor, preach the word of God well. Seek God for it daily. Let him show you sign how to lead your congregation. Let him speak to you. So whatever you do in the world, do it with passion. Do it with your heart. Don't do it halfway and leave halfway. Be serious about it and do it with your whole heart. And you will see you will become successful in what you do. If I'm successful today, you can be successful as well. I was nobody. Nobody knew Maxin. Today people know me, my name all over the US, beyond Canada, Europe. My name is there. We did wedding in Canada and we'll be going back to Canada again. So I'm all over the map. I'll be going like bro said, by the grace of God this year. I travel everywhere. We are international group here. Maxin Photography is an international business. We are not just stationed in Rhode Island. We are all over. So if you're looking for the best, so when you're getting married, call me. And you'll be glad you did. And on the price, because you know me, we have different price. I will help you. And I will make your dream come true. And you and your husband will be happy, sitting down in the living room, watching those videos and pictures. And your wedding will last forever because the work is good. So if you're looking for the best, call Maxin 401-282-0108. Thank you, and may God bless you.
All right, we'll wrap it up now. Maxin, thank you for your time. Thank you for your inspiration. I think our viewers will be quite impressed and fascinated with your word. I mean, you come from a very humble background and getting this far, and you make good of yourself. And we can see that through your image. We can see that through your presentation. You said you want to wear your own brand. Now you wear your own brand. You don't wear anybody else's brand anymore. And you want to continue to hit higher and higher in your pursuit. So we want to thank you for your time. We appreciate your time. And to our viewers, thank you for watching this. Please subscribe and like and share. We have a lot of interviews coming. We have a lot of guests coming who are changers like Maxin. And we'll be very happy to have Maxin again, maybe in the future or in the next few months. We'll love to have him again to discuss some other things that he's working on. But I just want to thank you all for watching, and we appreciate your time. We appreciate your listening ears and getting to. I hope very much that Maxin touched you just like he touched me. His advice is, as an entrepreneur, go out and work for yourself. Don't work for anybody else. And whatever you do it with passion. Do it with your heart. Do it in a way that you go to bed with it, you wake up with it, you dream with it, you eat and sleep with it. Even you're in the shower, you gotta be in the shower with your dreams and continue to work harder for yourself. And we want to thank you tonight. We want to thank you for your time. We want to thank you for everything you do. And please continue to watch it. We have a lot of interviews on our YouTube channel. Go there and watch them, and we still have a lot coming. We do appreciate your time. And Maxin, thank you for coming, and we appreciate your time, and we look forward to having you again on our show. Thank you, and have a good night.
Yeah, thank you, sir.